Welcome. We are here in Harlingen with Miss Jo Wagner. We are here at Publicist, and we are excited to be here today.
The Women's Business Center. Your first step to success.
Having us, Jo. Everybody, this is the edge. And what we do here is we get incredible women, just like Jo, to share their story with you because we want you to be inspired to go for it. Because everything and anything that you want to do is possible. It happens within. And so we come and we bring you incredible women like Jo, and thank you so much for being with us and get to know her a little bit, and then we'll get right into the questions. Please, Jo.
Okay, I'm Jo Wagner. I think I'm the original Jo the plumber. Since 40 years ago, my father, my husband, and I started a commercial plumbing company, actually commercial plumbing and AC. I've had a marvelous life. Struggles along the way, but the truth is, as our lovely lady said, if you have passion about what you're doing and you're convinced, I have since become an entrepreneur for an old hotel that my son and I restored. I run Coletti's restaurant, and I love what I do.
My name is Hammond, and I am with Atlas Electrical and Air Conditioning Services, and I am a sponsor of the Women's Business Center and The Edge.
My name is Charo. I'm the director for the Women's Business Center.
Hi, I'm Giselle, Mascarenhas-Villarreal. I am with Indigo PR, and I'm also a very proud sponsor of The Edge. So let's get started. How does someone as beautiful and sophisticated as yourself, how are you a plumber? And where is that passion? Where does it come from?
Well, actually, I didn't always want to be a plumber. I think I had other dreams. My stepfather was a plumber. He got me interested in the estimating part of it when I was still in high school. And I loved that. I loved the concept of working with something that you could put on paper and then watch it be built. I actually loved that. I found I had a passion for it. And yes, I did some other things along the way, but I always went back to that. And actually, before we came here to start the plumbing company, I was working for a firm that actually did plumbing on the Southern Fleet, all the Navy ships.
Wow.
So I loved that too. It was just a different concept. You didn't have to dig ditches, you were just on the water. And I really loved that firm, but when my husband said, it's time we start our own business and find a place that we want to settle and raise the kids, he actually went looking. Originally it was going to be Corpus Christi, but he found out about the Valley, so this is where I've been for 40 years.
Wow. That's incredible. As a businesswoman, and then in a field that's very dominated by men, did you find it challenging? I mean, what were when people came and they wanted to talk to the owner, did they automatically, were they okay to talk to you?
Oh God, no. 40 years ago, it was, especially in a male-dominated field, if you were invisible, it was better. But my father insisted that I do field duty. He wanted me to be sure I was comfortable with everything in the field. So yeah, if a backhoe had to be put out or a trencher had to be run, he would say, take off the heels, put on the boots, I need you in the field. So, but the guys at that time, even when I was project manager, moved up to project manager, actually pretended that I wasn't their boss. They would let me direct them in my own way. But eye contact was something that was very hard for me. It took a lot of years to overcome that, it really did. But now they yell to me from 30 stories up. Joey's on the job site, clean up your language. So yeah, it's been challenging. And of course, lending institutions didn't particularly like women in business. They would say, if I tried to work a line of credit, they would say, even long after my husband retired, well, are you going to have your husband sign? And I go, why? He isn't a plumber. He is no longer an officer with the corporation. Why would you want him to sign? Am I not reliable? Don't I have excellent credit? A couple bankers still remember that. They come in to eat and they go, don't negotiate with her.
But that's fantastic. That's true perseverance.
So,
And did you ever feel like, was there ever a moment within that, because obviously it happened, it was ongoing, where you wanted to say, okay, I'm gonna do something else, I wanna quit, or intimidated when you were going out there? I mean, did you ever feel those insecure feelings?
I used to tell the guys, it's okay, you can keep doing this, but just so you know, I'm bulletproof, and I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here. The question is, are you gonna be here? So, truthfully, we came to terms over the years. And believe it or not, a lot of those guys still work for us. I mean, I've got guys that have been there 35 years, 38 years. My personal assistant, who is a female, has been there 36 years.
Oh, wow.
And she said she would have never survived with a male boss. So the truth is, she loves working for a woman. And over the years, a lot of the guys have told me, you were a lot more understanding than a male boss would have been. Like, my kid is sick, I need to be there. And truly, a lot of times that sensitivity worked for me better than an iron hand. And I have always sort of directed that way. I like saying, I would like you to do this. And a lot of guys don't remember it. It went from intimidation to my work boots. If I took them off, put my heels on, and find my work boots dangling from the mirror on my truck when I went to get in. So, there have been challenges. Also, of course, the day that that my son announced at a safety meeting that the 50 states had elected me as national president of the Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Association, all those guys gave me a standing ovation. That was the nicest gift I had. So it was, okay, I'm here. And they knew that over the years. They knew that I knew what I was doing. That National Association proved that I knew it, as well as the 36 men that sat on my board. So over the years, little challenges. I was the first woman that ever sat on the national board in 120 years. When I was finally elected as president when I ran, I was only the second woman in 125 years that had been elected as a female to that organization. And they're the oldest construction association anywhere. They've been around a long time.
And what do you attribute that success to?
I think what took me there was ultimately I earned the respect of my peers. I mean, when I was with the Texas National Association, they're the ones that first sent me to national just to sit on the board because they felt I was qualified. They wanted me to represent them on a national level by then. And they knew I had taught a lot of people, brought a lot of knowledge to the industry.
So to everyone out there, thank you for being with us. Look forward to educating you some more on these incredible women that we have here on the Edge. And all we're trying to do is we're inspiring you and motivating you to go for it. Because whatever it is that you can vision and whatever your passion is inside, you can make happen. Thanks for being with us.